just a heads up, I'm gonna be home late tonight. Actually, I'm probably gonna be getting home late for a while, to be honest. And by the way, do you think you might be able to pick up more weekend shifts? Maybe go out of town on business for a while? I just kinda need some space. I need time to myself, you know?
Kyle, you do remember what this weekend is, right? It's my birthday.
Really?
Yes, really. We've been living together for 2 years now, and this weekend I'm turning 30. I told you how important this birthday was for me. I've said for a while that my 30th was a major milestone. Did that just totally slip your mind or something? I mean, did it seriously not even cross your mind to maybe celebrate with me? At least act like it matters?
Wait, you're gonna be 30 already? That's actually kinda wild. That's like a lot.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, come on, once a woman hits 30, that's definitely old lady territory. You used to be all young and fresh and glowing, but now, I don't know, that sparkle you used to have is just kinda gone.
Wow, that's just mean. Everyone ages, Kyle. That's how life works. We met when I was 20. That was 10 whole years ago. And since we're talking about changes, I'd say you were far better put together back then than you are now.
Say what now?
You told me you wanted me to introduce you to my parents, right? That was, what, 2 years ago? We've kept pushing it off, always blaming our work schedules not lining up, but I've always been trying to make it work.
That's not what I meant. I want to know what you meant by me being better put together back then. I'm working my ass off at a prominent IT company now, thank you very much. Back when we met, I was just a part-timer at an electronics store.
Yeah, you had been working there for a little while when I started working there too. You were younger than me, but you seemed dependable. But now?
Now what, you've got a problem with me? You're the one aging, not me, so why are you acting like I'm the issue here? You know what? Screw this, let's break up.
Okay, no, don't say stuff like that, even as a joke. That's not cool.
I'm not joking. Honestly, I've been thinking about this for a while now. Feels like we've just run our course, doesn't it? You used to be cute, Shelley, but now, I don't know. You give off this vibe like some stressed out office lady. Even when I'm home, I don't feel relaxed anymore.
What the hell, Kyle? That's seriously harsh. I've been working hard, same as you. I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the problem. When women keep working instead of settling down, they eventually start giving off that tired, overworked look. And then before you know it, they're just full-on middle-aged. It's like sad wine ant energy, you know?
Okay, you're seriously going way too far now. And let's get one thing straight. Also, newsflash, it's 2025. Dual income is the norm. The reason we're not married yet is because you keep avoiding the topic. We've been living together for years, and every time I try to talk about the future, you brush it off. That's why we've never made progress.
Oh, great, here we go again. Everything's always my fault. It's exhausting. I'm still young, okay? Dating someone over 30? Yeah, that's just not something I see myself doing.
I'm not even 30 yet.
Close enough, you will be by the weekend, so what's the difference? Ugh, just talking to you is making me feel old. Get out of my house, today!
Wait, what? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, and since we're being honest now, I've actually got a new girlfriend.
What?
Yeah, she's nothing like you. She's 20, young, full of life. None of that tired vibe you've got going on. I'm with her now, so you need to move out.
How long have you been cheating on me?
Cheating? Nah, this isn't a fling. I'm serious about her. Honestly, if we're being real, you were always more like a side girl. Actually, that's not even fair. You weren't even fun enough to count as a fling.
Kyle, we've been together for 10 years. I gave you all of my 20s.
There it is. That right there is exactly what I mean. That heavy guilt trip stuff, that's classic over 30 behavior. Totally exhausting.
All right, fine. You made yourself clear. You want me gone, right? You want me to pack up and leave my own condo?
Yeah, obviously, I really like this place, actually. It's perfect. I'm planning to live here with my new girlfriend, so it just makes sense for you to go.
Unbelievable. I still can't wrap my head around this.
Don't act all shocked. Just because we dated for 10 years doesn't mean I ever promised you a ring or anything. Let's not pretend like I ever said, I swear I'll marry you one day. I never said that, right? And now that I've found someone who actually makes me feel alive again, I'm not gonna pass that up. She and I are gonna make a fresh start here. So yeah, you need to move out.
Right, and I'm guessing you're just gonna start paying the rent all by yourself?
Damn right I will, now that I don't have to waste money on boring couple stuff or your birthday or whatever. I can finally spend it on things I actually like. So, when are you packing up? How soon are you gone?
It won't be immediate, okay? But I'll do my best to leave as quickly as I can. About the lease, you want the name on the contract switched over to yours, right?
Yeah, obviously, just go ahead and have it changed to me.
You might be asked for pay stubs or employment docs or maybe bank statements. Depends on what the management company needs. Are you prepared for all of that?
Are you seriously asking me that? Do you know who I am? I work at a tech company, remember? Of course I'm ready. Don't insult me.
Relax. I'm just checking. Just wanted to make sure you're actually ready to handle it.
I guess you didn't know this, but I've actually got a deal lined up with a big ad agency.
Oh, is that so? Which one?
Can't tell you that. It's kinda confidential. But fun fact, my new girlfriend's aunt just so happens to be an executive VP there. Pretty wild, huh? Thanks to her, my career is on the way up. Everything's falling into place. God, how can my life be so perfect? Like it's legitimately unfair how well everything is going for me.
Your girlfriend is the executive VP's niece, huh? Cool. Can I ask just one thing?
What now?
Did you tell her everything? Like, the real reason you kept dodging marriage with me? All those times you brushed it off, made excuses. Did you come clean about that?
Oh my God, what are you, my mom now? You seriously still think this is your business? Just back off. It's got nothing to do with you anymore.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. It's not my place to care anymore. Anyway, once the paperwork for the lease goes through, I'll be out. I'll message you about whatever documents you'll need to prepare, all right?
Good. The sooner the better. Seriously.
Wow, you really can't wait to kick me out, can you? I mean, I just keep wondering, what the hell were the last 10 years even for?
What did you think they were for? Did you think being together that long guaranteed marriage? Well, you thought wrong. You just weren't the one for me. I never looked at you and thought, yeah, this is the woman I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. Later, Grandma. Let me know when you're gone. Bye.
Unreal. Good afternoon, Mrs. Sanders. I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time. Oh, Shelley! No, not at all. You're fine. What's up? Is there something on your mind? Yeah, actually there is. It's about something you mentioned the other day. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I was wondering if I could ask you a question about it. Of course! You know you can ask me anything, sweetie. We go way back. If it's something that's bothering you, I'll do my best to help. It's about Haruka. Haruka? My niece? Did something happen? Not exactly, but the other day, she mentioned that she started seeing a guy who works in sales at a tech company. She said she really wanted to help him out, so you agreed to meet with him and maybe even talk about giving him a contract. Did I hear that right? Oh, that? Yeah, she was pretty insistent. Oh dear, I hope you're not upset that I may have blurred the lines between my personal and professional life. I guess I was just caught off guard. It's not my place to say anything, and I promise I'm not trying to criticize your decisions or anything like that, Mrs. Sanders. Oh, I know that. You're one of the most grounded, hard-working people in this office. But now I'm curious. What's going on? That man she's dating, is his name Kyle Ferris by any chance? Well, yes, that's his name, but how do you know that? I thought so. In that case, there's something I really think you should hear. Is he an acquaintance of yours? Yeah, actually, much more than just an acquaintance. If you have some time available, do you think we could sit down tomorrow? There's a lot I need to explain.
Wow, I'm impressed. You moved out faster than I expected. It's perfect, really. My new girlfriend's moving in this weekend.
I'm guessing there's none of my stuff left in there, right?
Nothing I've noticed. If there's anything you forgot, I'll just toss it. Cool?
Go ahead, do whatever you want with it. So your girlfriend's moving in already, huh? Wow, you guys have been dating for what, not even a month? That's fast.
Yeah, I know, but this time it's serious. I'm not playing around. Wait a second. How do you know how long we've been dating? Did I tell you how long I've been dating her?
Nope, you didn't. I heard it from Mrs. Sanders.
Wait. What? You mean my girlfriend's aunt? Why do you know who Mrs. Sanders is? I never mentioned her, did I? This is getting kind of creepy now. Are you stalking me or something?
10 years together and you somehow never figured out where I work. That's honestly the part that shocks me. I'm the creative director at that same ad agency, and I report directly to Mrs. Sanders. So yeah, I know her very well.
Wait, I thought you did freelance stuff or worked for some tiny company or something.
That was more than 5 years ago. I got headhunted and started working there after that. I'm pretty sure I told you at the time, but hey, can't really blame you for forgetting, I guess. When you're just going through the motions with a girlfriend you don't really care about, it's easy to tune her out, right?
Okay, hold on. You didn't go and say anything weird to Mrs. Sanders, did you?
What do you mean, anything weird?
I mean, like, you didn't happen to say something like, oh, the sales guy Haruka's dating? Yeah, he's the guy I just spent the last 10 years with. You didn't say that, right?
More importantly, you've got rent due next week. You are still working, right, Kyle?
Hey, don't change the subject. We were talking about Mrs. Sanders.
No, I'm just trying to make sure you can actually afford the rent. It's $6,000 a month. You knew that, right?
Excuse me?
Your girlfriend's moving in this weekend, yeah? She's only 20 years old, 9 years younger than you. You're not seriously gonna make her pay the rent, are you? That would make you, like, the absolute worst kind of guy. Not that I think you have savings or anything, but hey, maybe you've been secretly raking in cash and just hiding it from me all these years.
Wait a second. $6,000? What are you talking about?
That's the monthly rent for the condo you kicked me out of. It's how much you made me pay the whole time we lived there. But now that it's just you, it's your turn. Good luck.
No. Wait, hold on. What are you saying? Are you sure it's not like 600? You must be misremembering or something.
Wow, seriously? You're a working adult, right? In what fantasy world does a high-rise condo like that go for just $6,000 a month? You seriously still don't get it, do you? You have no idea how hard I worked to get where I am. I'm the one who paid everything to support our life in that place. I handled all the living expenses so we could live like that. You really thought that all just happened on its own?
Wait, you paid for everything?
Wake up, Kyle. Do you even remember ever paying for anything? Or were you just so overwhelmed by debt that you lost track of what money was even going where? Do you even know where all your money went? Good God, you're even dumber than I thought.
I really didn't pay for anything?
You know what the real reason we never got married was? It wasn't about timing. It wasn't about schedules. It was because your money habits were a disaster, and they never got any better, not even a little. You were constantly juggling repayments, and while you were still neck-deep in debt, you just kept borrowing more. You couldn't afford even basic stuff on your own, but for some reason, you were obsessed with luxury brands. And when you couldn't afford those, you just toss it all on your credit card and max it out with high-interest payments, stretching it to the limit. Meanwhile, who was actually paying for life? For groceries, for utilities, for every bill that showed up in that mailbox? That was all me. Your salary all went into your debts.
Yeah, okay, fine, that's true, but how did you know about all that? I thought I was being subtle.
Because even when we weren't talking as much, I still saw you. I watched what you were doing, and it didn't take a genius to figure out exactly how bad things really were.
Well, anyway, there's no way I'm gonna be able to fork out $6,000 a month, but could you at least cover this month for me?
And then what?
What do you mean, and then what?
What are you going to do next month, Kyle? Do you honestly think you can just scrape by this month and then magically keep paying that every single month? Do you even have the income to back that up? You fudged your way through the paperwork, threw together some numbers, probably even faked a few things, but can you actually afford it? I want a real answer.
I mean, I was just trying to get the lease switched over fast. I figured if I just filled out the forms and didn't overthink it, I could handle the rest later. I thought it'd work itself out somehow.
And that kind of thinking is exactly why you're buried in debt. Just winging it, always hoping something or someone will bail you out. Well, not this time. You signed your name. It's official. And I'm not giving you a single cent. Not anymore. If you can't pay, go ask your precious girlfriend. That poor little thing. She's just about to enter the prime of her life, but she's gonna get stuck paying your bills for you.
What the hell? No, I'm not gonna make my girlfriend pay my bills for me. That's insane!
Oh, really? Oh, yeah? So what does that make me then?
Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
While we were living together, I was the one covering everything. What was I to you? Just some personal ATM in a housekeeper's outfit? You know what? This whole conversation is a waste of time and energy. I'm done. So good luck, Kyle. Try not to let her figure out what kind of pathetic mess she's moved in with. Goodbye, scumbag. Shelley, I just wanted to thank you again for what you told me the other day. Because of you, I was able to get to the bottom of things. I checked everything out and it all lined up. I already spoke with Haruka about it too. I see. How is Haruka holding up? That must have been a lot for her to take in. She's still in disbelief, honestly. She said that for now she's planning to keep living with him. But once I brought up the whole situation with the condo, that definitely got her thinking. She started looking really unsure. She's supposed to meet up with him this weekend, and she told me she's going to confront him directly. She wants to look him in the eye and ask everything herself. Oh, I see. That's actually a relief to hear. Haruka is still really young, and I mean, the sooner she sees him for who he really is, the better. Walking away now might be the smartest thing she can do, before she ends up sacrificing even more. Really though, it's a small world, huh? I never would have thought we'd have a connection like this. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Not just for me, but for her too. I completely agree. I mean, if I'm being honest, from where I'm standing, I wish she'd just dump that loser already. But she's young, and I think there's still a bit of pride in the way. It's hard, you know? She probably doesn't want to admit she made a bad call. So I'm going to let her make the decision herself, at least for now. But listen, if she hears everything and she still falls for his sweet little lies, if she acts like nothing's wrong even after all that, then I'm not holding back anymore. I've got limits too. What do you mean? I'll let her have that conversation with him this weekend. Depending on how it goes, I've already got everything lined up on my end. If it turns out he's still manipulating her, then we'll move fast. No hesitation. I'm already prepping for action just in case. I'm sorry, Shelley. I know this has dragged on longer than you probably expected, but I might need your help a little longer. Please, don't apologize. Honestly, I debated whether I should even say anything at first. It felt weird dragging something so personal into work, especially to someone like you. But the truth is, I gave that man my entire 20s. All of it. I worked so hard, every single day, and it wasn't even for me. It was to help him pay off his endless debts. I can't sit back and watch him hurt someone else. Not again. If I can stop one more person from getting pulled into that mess, I'll do whatever it takes. If that guy has to hit rock bottom and suffer to finally understand what he's done, so be it. Whatever it takes to make him face reality, I'm in. Mrs. Sanders, do you understand how I feel? Does that make sense? Oh, it makes perfect sense. Honestly, he's infuriating. Absolutely unforgivable. And I'm not just stopping with Haruka. I've decided I'm going to tell my younger brother about all of this too. That man is not going to walk away from this without consequences. He has no idea who he messed with. If anything changes on my end, I'll keep you updated. But for now, let's just wait and see what happens this weekend.
Thanks for completely screwing up my life, Shelley. Haruka dumped me. You totally said something to Mrs. Sanders, didn't you?
Oh, so now I'm the villain? That's rich. And thank God she left. Honestly, good for her.
I hope you're satisfied. You just couldn't handle seeing me with another woman, huh? Are you gonna try to beg me to take you back now?
You still think this is about some petty breakup drama or me being bitter? No, I'm just relieved that Haruka saw through your garbage and left before you could drag her down with you. Now she won't waste the best years of her life with you like I did. And let me tell you, staying with you would lead to nothing but misery for her. You've got nothing to offer anyone.
What exactly do you think I've done that's so awful, huh? What did I do that makes me some kind of monster in your eyes?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we could start with the fact that rent is due this weekend and you still haven't figured out how to pay it. Have you even scraped together a plan? A dime?
Well, no!
And how about your other expenses? Groceries, utilities, anything?
Look, I haven't worked out every single detail yet, all right? But once this contract goes through, everything's gonna change. I'm telling you, I'm on the verge of something big. I'm practically guaranteed a promotion. This is all just a setback, I swear. I just need to hold it together for a little while longer, and then everything will fall into place. But now, Haruka walking out just blew the whole thing to hell. She ruined it. Everything's falling apart.
No, Kyle, you ruined it. She just finally stopped pretending you were worth her time. Honestly, I think she made the smartest decision of her life. Oh, and by the way, it's not just Sagawa who knows about you now. Haruka's father knows too.
What did you tell him?
Well, I told him you were carrying close to $100,000 in debt, and unsurprisingly, he was absolutely horrified. His face pretty much said, "Get this man away from my daughter," before I even finished the sentence.
Wait, hold on, you knew the number? How did you know that? You don't have access to that kind of info.
I didn't. I just guessed. I figured it was something around that, so I just threw it out there. But your reaction just confirmed it for me. Wow. So it's actually true, huh? Unreal. Well, I guess that just makes it even more obvious I made the right call when I walked away. Sure, I gave up my 20s to someone who didn't deserve it, but you know what? At least I'm free now. I can finally move forward. Oh, and about the condo. I contacted the property management company.
You what? What the hell did you say to them?
Relax. I just told them I assumed you'd move out before they had to issue an eviction. They're willing to cut you some slack and make an exception. If you pay this month's rent in full and leave by next weekend, they won't push it any further. So, congratulations! All you need to do is come up with $6,000 and you're off the hook. You should really be thanking them honestly. They didn't have to be nice about it, but they were. Oh, and you should probably also be thanking me for securing you that exception.
$6,000? How the hell am I supposed to come up with that? I don't have that kind of money. There's no way.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So, I went ahead and contacted your sister.
What? Why would you do that? You don't even talk to my family. I never even introduced you to them.
Oh, you did. Years ago, remember? You introduced me to your sister once. And guess what? I remembered her. So, I figured she deserved to know what kind of mess her little brother is in. And I told her.
You had no right. She lives at home, you know. If she knows, then basically my whole family knows.
Exactly, which is perfect, don't you think? Because clearly you're not capable of fixing any of this yourself. You're gonna need someone to save you again. And right now, your only option is going back home and begging for help. So yeah, I did you a favor. And just so we're crystal clear, that deal you were hoping for with my company? Yeah, it's dead. We're done. No contract, no connections, nothing. You should probably get started looking for a new job because you're gonna need one fast. So, this is it. This really is goodbye. You said 30-year-old women were too much for you. Well, guess what? You're turning 30 next year. And now you're a broke, bitter man with $100,000 in debt, no home, no girlfriend, and no job. Good luck finding some other cute young thing to keep you company, Kyle. You're gonna need it. And that's that! The contract with Kyle has officially been cancelled, and it looks like Haruka finally came to her senses too. After her father and I talked with her, I think it really sank in. She's seeing things clearly now, and she's decided to cut that useless man out of her life for good. That's such a relief to hear. Honestly, I'm really glad. I think it's the best thing she could have done. It'll be better for her in the long run, definitely. And really, thank you, Shelley. You saved both my family and our company from a potential disaster. Scandals are starting to pour out left and right for that man's company. Harassment, workplace safety violations, you name it. If we had gone through with the contract, it would have been a nightmare. You protected us from something incredibly messy. I truly owe you for that. I didn't do anything amazing. I just told you what I knew, that's all. And that honesty is exactly why I respect you. Actually, I've been thinking about it, and I've decided I want to offer you a new position. Wait, really? A new position? For me? Yes, for you. You've shown dedication, judgment, and real strength. I know what you're capable of, and so does everyone else here. So what do you think? How would you like to work directly with me to make this company even better? Of course I will. Thank you so much, Mrs. Sanders. I really mean it. Thank you for believing in me. Now that I finally cut ties with that disaster of a man, I can give this job my full attention. I'm ready to pour everything I've got into helping this company grow. So yes, absolutely. Let's build something great together. Thanks to Mrs. Sanders' faith in me, it's now been a full year since I took on the role of International Director. I'm currently reviewing proposals for a new project, seated in my office high above the city's glowing skyline. To be honest, I never imagined I'd hold a position like this in my 30s. It still feels a little surreal. I recently heard from a friend back home about Kyle's situation. Apparently, after being kicked out of that luxury condo, even his family refused to take him back. He's been bouncing from couch to couch ever since. His company downsized, and he lost his job soon after. And of course, he racked up even more debt trying to pay off the condo's move-out costs. He still sends me messages from time to time, but I don't even open them anymore. I may have given my 20s to him, but my 30s, those are mine, and I plan to live them to the fullest.